to stand up to speak out for those who have been silenced by injustice. Would you guide us as we seek to continue the legacy of Dr. King, to strive for justice in our world today. God, we pray that you would fill us with your love and your grace, that you would, in our various spaces where we live, work, and play, be beacons of justice in the world. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor.
Making a little adjustment here that I don't have to keep walking back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen, you will experience the voices of Africa.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. They sing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Please welcome our first place student winner of the MLK Oratory, Jalen Chua, who attends Linda Harrington Elementary School, Round Rock ISD. Please welcome her.
Give her a mic.
Give her a mic. Give her a mic.
Give her a mic.
Give her a mic.
Give her a handheld.
Give her the handheld mic. Give her a handheld. She wanted this. She won't step it out. Can't see it. Yeah. We can see it.
Need a clear podium next time. Like right? We can see you. Like at the office.
Thank God for microphone people.
Yeah.
human rights, unity. These are some of Dr. Martin Luther King's dreams for the future. In 1863, you said, "It is not the end, it is just the beginning." And you were right. That's why we are standing here today, to continue your dream, your legacy, and your hope to unite people of different colors. Your works and inspiring words have sparked that burning desire in my heart to continue your dream. So Dr. King, please allow me to share with you the changes I'd personally make to make this dream a reality. As you said, people fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. I would like to help change this by using my voice and talents to lead the students in my school and give them opportunities to get to know each other. This is why I joined the Student Council. Through this, I was able to attend the World Class Leadership Summit, where I learned how to be a better leader by listening more and leading by example. As you said in your famous speech, "I have a dream." We will never be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Just like you, Dr. King, I will never be satisfied seeing a kid playing alone at the park. I will never be satisfied seeing a student being left out during a group project. I will never be satisfied seeing a student being bullied just because of their race, color, or just simply because they don't have enough food to eat. I believe that everyone should be treated with love, respect, and just like everyone else, no matter who you are or where you came from. I stand by your quote. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. I will make sure to make friends not because of the color of their skin, but because I believe that everyone is unique and special on the inside. I will make sure to include everyone in the group, and if someone is falling behind, I will make sure to get them back on track. If I see someone being bullied, I will make sure to speak up and ask an adult to help stop the bullying. Even though I'm young and small, I will still do the right thing. Because as you said, the time is always right to do what is right. I will participate more in outreach programs where I can personally help and visit the less fortunate people around me. If they are too far, I will send letters of encouragement or use my own money and ask my friends and family to help me assist them with their needs. Yes, it is not the end. It is just the beginning. That's why I'm standing here today, proud, courageous, and full of hope that even at a young age, I will be able to continue your dream in my own little ways. Thank you.
Hello? Oh, good. Okay. On Saturday, the 14th, the MLK Youth Legacy Awards ceremony was held on the ACC campus, sponsored by Applied Materials Foundation and Seton Healthcare. 11 outstanding nominees received $1,000 scholarships towards their college career. Dr. King would be very proud of our young scholars. Read that again. Today's march will stop at the Capitol grounds, where you will be regulated and educated by board member Joya Hayes and her outstanding committee. We will continue the march straight to Houston Tillotson University, who is hosting the final event of the day, the festival. We could not provide any of these outstanding events without our sponsors, who include the City of Austin, Applied Materials Foundation, HEB, Seton Healthcare, African and African Diaspora Studies Department, UT Austin, Thomas J. Henry, Injury Attorneys, Houston Tillotson University, Google Fiber, and McDonald's. Let's give a round of applause for our programs and sponsors. And if I am repeating this, I'm always so proud of our students. So, here we go. I would be remiss if I did not pay tribute to the student initiative started on the UT campus 40 years ago. Student leaders of the African American Culture Committee planned and sponsored the first MLK March. I'm saying to you that our students planned the march themselves. Later, ACC joined with Houston Tillotson students, and the two schools worked with community-based service organizations, giving birth to the first citywide MLK celebration, which is definitely outstanding. We're just so very proud of all the work that our students do. Sometimes we don't realize, we know that the classroom is important, but the classroom also helps them with their outside activities. This young man, Rudy Matea, is the, give it up for him, Rudy Matea. Oh yes, we know that name. Mr. Matea, City of Pflugerville Council member and a proud graduate of the University of Texas Law School, will now take on the topic of our elected officials recognition. Let's welcome Rudy.
So for those of you who don't know Miss Brenda Burt and what she's meant to countless generations of black students on campus, let me just give you a snippet. I would not be here today in any capacity that I am if not for this woman burning into me the need and desire and requirement to make sure you don't just graduate from the University of Texas. You have an obligation to make not only this school, but your society better for those who go beyond you. Thank you, Mama Burt. Your Vice President of Diversity and Community Outreach, Dr. LaToya Smith, texted me about doing this. And this is always one of the most delicate situations here because you got to announce all the electeds, not necessarily all the electeds actually check in, and if you do that, then your feelings get hurt and everything else that goes from there as well. So I said, do I have a choice? She said, Mama Burt asked. And I said, I guess I don't have a choice. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention here, it's been about 10 years since I spoke at this event. And the last time I was here, Mama Burt had me introduce somebody who, we talk about allies. And allyship is fine, but what we really need is people who are co-conspirators. And the person that I got to introduce 10 years ago was President Bill Powers. And no, go ahead. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about President Powers, who now has his own building named after him here, who tragically passed away far too young, who not only talked about diversity and inclusivity on campus, but worked for it, truly created policies and procedures, honestly, many times at his own detriment, to make sure that black and brown students felt included, were involved, were making sure that they were able to represent this school. Because this is the University of Texas for the entire state, which should reflect all populations and represents all the different aspects from here. And Bill Powers led by that vision. Something that some of you heard about earlier, which one of my great friends and mentors, Commissioner Jeff Trevelyan, brings up often, is democracy isn't free. That it's a very tenuous balance where we are right now in our society. if anything that you've seen over the last several years, it could change like that. Many of us get frustrated when we hear people talk about the issues that Dr. King spoke about as if they're all completely past tense or they have no relevance today. Hey, you had a black president. What are you complaining about? Hey, you got representative of this specific class. You should be doing all this. Very different things that don't come to the requirements and the needs that we're talking about when it comes to basic democracy. My parents are Haitian immigrants. I know all too well how tenuous it is to understand it can go by a switch when it comes to democracy in the country. And the need to be ever vigilant. If you want to know how different it could be, go look up Papa Doc and Baby Doc and Duvaliers and see what happened in IIT. And see what they're trying to dig out from and working from there. So you need people on the front lines who represent your values. People who understand the greatness of this country while also acknowledging its flaws. People who will work hard day and night, not to undermine what's been created, but to move it forward. One of the best things I can say to you today is that the people I'm going to introduce, they all stand on that front line of democracy. Different parties, some of the folks right there as well, but nonetheless they understand the need and importance of this country and the greatness that it could achieve when people are reflected in its viewpoints and ideas together. We have our Congressman, Lloyd Doggett. Close friend and mentor, I guess, Cheryl Cole. Representative Vicki Goodwin. Representative John Busey. And because she just caught my eye, and I almost said judge, I need to make sure I say it the correct way, Senator Sarah Eckhart. Representative Donna Howard. Representative Lulu Flores. And I will correct myself again here. I was about to say Senator. Mayor, again, Kurt Watson. And because Commissioner Trevelyan was blocking him, now I can see him. Representative James Talarico. Judge Andy Brown. Commissioner Ann Howard. District Attorney Jose Garza. Well, okay, since Representative, I've got him, Thank you. The electeds will tell you what to do no matter what. You just kind of smile and nod right there. So I got him representing Flores. Former County Attorney David Escamilla. Current County Attorney Delia Garza. And again, I'm a lawyer. You see my shirt, so I'm just going to take one point of personal privilege when I say this. Something that the public is not educated enough about are their judges. It is so very, very vital who you put in these positions and on these benches and the results that you'll get from there. More often than not, when we have conversations, judges are talked about in passing. But if we've seen anything over these last several years, judges who align with democracy, the fundamental truths and values of society, are now more important than ever. So when I read these names, please remember them. because they're just not allies, they're co-conspirators for justice. Judge Carlos Barea. Judge Catherine Mozzie. Judge Cliff Brown. And yes, Judge Brown, I saw what your Giants did yesterday. We'll see what the Cowboys do tonight. Judge Lori Isolo. Judge Aurora Martinez Jones. Now, let's go to our law enforcement and those who truly understand the need that community policing isn't just a concept, it's what should be the foundation for every sort of law enforcement unit in this society. Sheriff Sally Hernandez. Do we call you, we call you the People's Constable now, George Morales? Constable Stacy Sweets. Now, we also have our fire chief, Austin Fire Chief Joe Baker. And just as important, another point of privilege, when we talk about people needing to look at what's going on in our classrooms and we hear nonsense about CRT and other things being discussed, it's important who you're putting on these school boards. Yep. Pflugerville ISD trustee Tony Hansen. And I like to introduce her because this is the first black female member of the Pflugerville City Council, Kim Holliday. And thank you to the office of Senator John Cornyn for sending representatives here too as well. That does mean a lot. Because the only way we get things done, I saw Representative Howard put it in there previously, saw it in the newspaper, is in a bipartisan effort. And it's amazing if we can actually get back crazy concept to a bipartisan means to get things done. Did I miss anybody?
Councilwomen.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And Vanessa.
Come on, yep, come on up. Come on up. I'm not even joking, come on. I missed y'all.
Vanessa.
But we gotta hurry because we actually do have a march. Go ahead.
Just a couple extra folks. I'm Austin Mayor Pro Tem Paige Ellis. This is our previous Mayor Pro Tem Allison Alter. And I believe that Ryan Alter, new council member, is also in the audience.
Constable Carlos Lopez, welcome to my precinct.
Austin ISD School Board President Arthi Singh.
Gigi Edwards Bryan from the Great Austin Community College.
Selena Alvarenga, Judge 460th District Court.
Bridget Shea, County Commissioner for Travis County.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa Fuentes, Austin City Councilwoman for District 2, and I'm joined here by my niece, Mia Peña.
I'm Travis County Commissioner for Precinct 1, Jeff Trevelyan. Very proud to be here. Thank you all.
Justice Edward Smith of the Third Court of Appeals.
So that's what happens when they give you a list and the list isn't complete. Nonetheless, we also have, I was just told, our Police Chief Joe Chacon is here. And quickly.
Rodney who? Rodney Gonzalez. Rodney Gonzalez?
And Rodney Gonzalez. We have to move through the program, but I also want to say, not only thank them for what they do, but also for their families, because their families make just as much a sacrifice as anybody else when it comes to these things.
gotta pull you. We gotta get started. All right, so thank you, Rudy, all of our elected officials. Let's give them one more round of applause. I'm going to cut this short. We're running behind, but my name is Dr. LaToya Smith. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the Vice President for Diversity and Community Engagement here at UT Austin. I want to formally welcome everyone to this University of Texas campus. We are so proud to be part of this long-standing citywide event, and I want to thank you all for joining us as in the celebration of Dr. King's life and legacy. On this rainy morning, we stand here in the East Mall in front of the statue of Dr. King in his robes. And we know that images are important, and this existence of image of Dr. King not only represents his life, but represents the progress of our student community. Without the efforts, as everybody has said, of our students in 1987, we wouldn't be standing here today. And this site, the East Mall, is also going to be very soon where we honor and contextualize civil rights on this campus by honoring our precursors. As President Hartzell announced last year, the East Mall will serve as a commemorative space to honor our precursors, the first Black undergraduates to enroll at UT Austin. Let's give them a hand. Not only did they bravely desegregate this campus, but they have blazed the path for generations to come. I want to thank President Hartzell for recognizing the importance of honoring and commemorating the precursors, as I know he wanted to be here today but couldn't join us. So we are very lucky to have Provost Sharon Wood here today to speak on behalf of the university. I'm going to cut your bio short. So Provost Wood is our Chief Academic Officer, has served as the Dean of the Cockrell School of Engineering at UT Austin, and became our Provost in July of 2021. As an international recognized researcher, a member of the National Academy of Engineering, and past President of the American Concrete Institute, please join me for Provost Wood.
Thank you very much, Dr. Smith. It is truly an honor and a privilege for me to welcome you to the University of Texas at Austin today, as we come together as a community to honor the life, the legacy, and the impact of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. When Dr. King came to our campus in 1962, his visit was truly monumental. He brought our community together in a powerful way, and he also inspired the city of Austin's early progress towards justice and equality for all. In honor of that visit, and you've heard this before, our students launched an effort to commission the statue of Dr. King. It took more than a decade, but on the strength of our students' passion and resolve, and with the support of our Board of Regents and the Texas Legislature, that statue was finally completed in 1999, making the UT campus the second campus in the nation after Dr. King's own alma mater, with a statue honoring the civil rights leader. The statue's unveiling effectively brought Dr. King from university history into the heart of our campus and into the heart of our community. He stands as a declaration that here we value equal dignity for all people, and it reminds us to put his message into practice. Through the years, while progress has been inconsistent and imperfect at times, it has marched on, and we have marched on. And every year on this day, when we place Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the heart of our community and celebrate change and progress, we know that can all start with one person, one message, and one moment in time. Change can have modest beginnings, but if our celebration becomes the one event in even one person's life that moved Dr. King's message of love, peace, unity, and equality to the center of humanity, then we will have begun a worthy justification of Dr. King, and one that recognizes the work that he began and that we will still work together to move ahead on. So today, we march together on. Thank you very much for joining us today, and it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Sharice Smith.
Good morning.
During her recent book tour for The Light We Carry, Michelle Obama's clothing sparked excitement. Viewers were used to Obama's masterful but careful fashion choices from the years of her husband's presidency. When Obama stepped out on the Today Show clad head to toe in neon yellow suit with flowing bell bottoms, large gold buttons, and thick gold hoop earrings, we knew something was different. That Provenza Schooler trouser suit was not isolated. In interview after interview on television, social media, and the printed press, Obama appeared in a less tailored, more streetwear-inspired aesthetic. She wore eye-popping colors and sparkling accessories, flowing or baggy pants with cargo pockets, gauzy zebra print shirts, shirt dresses, athletic and black leather jackets. Obama's stylists attributed the shift to Obama's desire to be more physically comfortable, particularly as she undergoes the changes of aging. Others also identified Obama's new style as a nod to fashion histories of the Black diaspora, a signaling of culture and individuality. Obama's own comments support both reads. When Ellen DeGeneres asked about her braided hair, Obama explained that she waited until leaving the White House to get box braids. She wanted to avoid further meltdowns from trolls who associated representations of blackness with terrorism and radicalism. She thought, let me keep my hair straight. Let's get healthcare passed. If Obama's style transformation is about being physically comfortable in her own body, it's also about displaying comfort with being a black woman and the visual history associated with that identity. Commentators associated Obama's sartorial shift with freedom. The New York Times fashion critic, for example, called Obama's book tour Obama's fashion declaration of independence, and opined, it's impossible not to think that the current shift is about more than just physical comfort. It's also about the comfort of being at ease with your own self, and in that, it is a deliberate statement of intent, of freedom. That we so easily read Obama's representation of her blackness as an act of freedom, this is hard won. Let's recall that centuries of American culture have done just the opposite, associated whiteness with freedom and blackness with its lack. Dr. King's vision of a beloved community is built from such nonviolent but unshakably committed everyday actions. As King avowed in his 1959 sermon on Mahatma Gandhi, the way of acquiescence leads to moral and spiritual suicide. The way of violence leads to bitterness in the survivors and brutality of the destroyers. But the way of nonviolence leads to redemption and the creation of beloved community. Obama's style and its blackness refuses to acquiesce. It is joyful and it is pleasurable, far from aggressive and violent. It is a careful engagement with and expression of the self as free. Now, before I hand it over to HT University President Melva Williams, I'd like you to join me in giving a hand to the people here at UT who made this possible. From Black Studies, Christina Bryant, Naomi Jackson, Annie Brookover, and Jennifer Wells. And from the Division of Diversity and Community Engagement, Dr. LaToya Smith, Stephanie Lang, Heidi Johnson, and Brandy Flunderman. Thanks too to Brenda Burt and the Austin Area Heritage Council. Now let us welcome President Melva Williams.
Listen, I have enjoyed the talking. Yeah. Come on now. But now it's time to do some walking. Yeah. this binder that I will forego because it's time for us to go. Martin Luther King was a drum major. Now, anybody that knows what a drum major can do, the drum major is the leader.
That's right.
The drum major is the man or the woman out front. He or she is the one who is leading the band, leading the charge, leading the way, setting the vision, setting the trajectory, making goals, making plans, ensuring that the band is all on one sound. Now, one thing about this drum major that we know in Dr. Martin Luther King is that he was 39 years old when he was assassinated. 39. Now, for those of you who are younger than 39, I want you to, while you are marching today, take stock of what you want to do in your life. It's time for you to pause and think about on your march. Don't just spend time chit-chatting and talking and hemming and hawing with your friends today, because we have the luxury of doing that because of Martin Luther King. I want you to, while you are marching, I want you, if you are under, I'm giving some rules. I'm a teacher, okay? So I want you to be thinking about what you're going to do with your life to be a drum major. Who are you going to lead, even if it is your family, for right? Now, if you are over the age of 39, I won't start to call any names or point anybody out. If you remember the days of not having a cell phone and having to go home and check your voicemail, then I'm talking to you. If you remember what a VCR and cable is, and knowing what the blinking 12 o'clock that we could never figure out how to set that, if you know what that is, then I'm talking to you. If you're over the age of 39, then I'm encouraging you on your walk today to think about what you're going to do next, to think about how you will embody the spirit of Sankofa, which means to go back and get. How will you be that person that will lead, and what will you do? I encourage you today to be the one leading the change for Austin, to make a better Texas and a better America. And with every step you take, I challenge you to think of the impact that you want to make. Don't march for the sake of getting steps on your Apple Watch. I want you to let today be reflective toward the impact that you want to make. And after you leave this event today, I'm encouraging you to lead by example and become a drum major for the important causes of this world. Again, I welcome you, I challenge you, and look forward to greeting each of you as a drum major upon your arrival to the beautiful campus. The magnificent, majestical campus. What all, if you're representing Houston-Tillotson University, would you please make some noise? And once I welcome you, I am hopeful that you will have found your purpose today to continue to do more. I thank you, God bless you, and enjoy your walk. I'll see you at the Capitol.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've finally gotten to the place for the reason for why we are all here. Are you ready? All right. So here's what I want us to do. First of all, will you help me appreciatively applaud everybody who participated on the program? Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pass through the West Mall. There is a band that's going to lead us, so we're going to invite everybody to start making your way this way even now as we begin our march. Thank you.
It's like I can't stand it anymore, guys. My lower back and hurting me down the wall.
part of this
I'm in. I didn't hear it. Oh, okay. I think there's one guy, he needs white people down here for baseball. He's a baseball player. Big guy. First I thought you were joking. He's like, no, I'm serious. I'm the only
I'll ride it. You ride the handlebars with the camera on your shoulder.
So like it's basically rooted in a couple of things that I noticed.
I was behind your camera and I was looking right at it. I was like, because of the sun, and then I saw myself in the live camera. I was like,
That's probably a good plan.
don't overheat it.
I actually had one more comment.
That's my wife Rita.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna fit this.
Might try that hard.
Imagine that was a dead end.
You're up.
I think we go back to the car and drive to the Capitol.
I was actually
How far away? Yeah, because there's no way.
It'll be a minute. If
back? Well, where are we in terms of... I'm trying to think. Let me see. Hold on. I got an idea. It's 10:14.
Looks like it's a minute to get back to the car.
Yeah, it's a mile.
Call Victoria and see how far she wants us to go. Because I have a decent bit of footage and I can get some when we're back in the
I think we're good with the march, to be honest. I promise.